Hello everybody and welcome to a rather late miniature of the month for April, and we're going to be visiting the British redcoat again for black powder. So here we have the 33rd, and they're absolutely fantastic models. I don't think my painting quite does them justice, but these are the Perry ones. So whether you're a Peninsula player or a Waterloo player, you're going to have these as the backbone of your army. So you're going to get a lot of them. And here's going to be a bit of Tactica, paired with either Albion Triumphant 1 or 2. These guys will be quite deadly. So let's see them in action against the French column. So here I have a classic example of a British line about to attack the French attack column. So I didn't go over the stats in the last part, so we'll just do them now. So the Brits and KGL, they're regular infantry, smoothbore muskets. Their hand-to-hand rating is 6, shooting value of 3. Morale 4+, 3 stamina, and it has special rules steady line and first fire, which I'll go over shortly. And then of course I have all the normal rules like cannot form attack column, mixed formation, and can form skirmish in terrain, and all the other Napoleonic rules. That's in Albion Triumphant 1. So first of all we have the shooting phase. So normally they'll get 3 shots, as it says in the stats, but because it's first fire, so the first time they shoot, they are allowed an extra dice to shoot with. So that gives them 4 in total. So roll the dice, and they've got 3 hits. And then we roll 4+ for the French morale. So they've got 2 casualties there, which means they're rather stunned right now, which isn't good for the old frogs. Then we have charging. So the French, they charge. So the turn's passed, and then the French want to charge. So we're not going to roll command, we're just going to let them move in. So they move into there, a little short way. And then this is where the British steady line rule comes in. They can either fire closing fire normally with the hitting on 3s rather than 4s and get charged. Or they could decide to fire normally, so hitting on 4s, and then charge. So that's a really good advantage for the Brits, because it means they can be hitting on 3s and still deliver that volley of fire, which is good for the Brits, because that's what you want to be doing. You want to be shooting at the French a lot. So we'll have an example of that now. So they're going to choose to do the steady line rule. So we'll be hitting on 4s, 1 hit, and then morale for the French, and they fail it. So now they're shaken, which is not very good for them. And then the British charge. So let's move them in very quickly. So now that they're in combat, the Brits have 6 dice, hitting on 3s, and then that's 4 hits, and then French morale, 4+, and wow, that's pretty brave for the French, that hardly ever happens. So then we have the French attacking, so they have 2, 4, 6 attacks. They'll be hitting on 5s now, because they're shaken. So, wow, the French are doing well. This doesn't usually happen. And then British morale, and they only failed 1, so they've got 1 casualty marker right there. So at the end of that, we do a break test, and we take away, well actually the the Brits lost, which is kind of a shame for them. So we do break test, take away 1, and a 5, so they just stay in there. But anyway, the combat would go on, and usually the Brits would win because they got the charge. This is just an anomaly. So, as you can see, the British line is pretty powerful against the French column, and it's definitely has its worth against the old frogs. So hopefully you've enjoyed this miniature of the month, the first Black Powder edition, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye guys.